Have you ever looked at an iPhone and thought, why can't Android phones have that simple snap-on charger? If you're a Pixel user, that small feature has probably been missing from your life for years, but it looks like that's about to change. According to new reports, the upcoming Pixel 10 might finally come with built-in magnets, just like the iPhone's MagSafe system. And that's something Android fans have been asking for since 2020. Let's break down what this actually means and why it's a big deal for everyday use. So far, Pixel phones have supported wireless charging, but they've always skipped the magnetic part. That means, even with wireless chargers, your Pixel has to be perfectly placed. There's no snap-to-center feature to help you line it up, and that can be annoying. Take the Pixel 9, for example. If you wanted to use a MagSafe-style charger or stand, you needed a special case that added magnets. Without it, the charger could slide around or fall off. But now, with the Pixel 10, that issue might finally be solved. Sources say Google is getting ready to support QI 2.2 wireless charging with the Pixel 10. This is the newest version of the QE charging standard, and it supports built-in magnets to keep everything in place. In fact, it can also allow up to 60 watts of power, though most phones don't use the full speed. And let's be real, Google probably won't max it out either. Based on how most companies treat battery life and heat, we're expecting something safer and slower, probably around 15 watts to 30 watts. But what really matters here isn't the speed. It's the stability and ease of use that the magnets bring. That's where Google's new Pixelsnap accessory line comes in. From what we know so far, Google may launch 3 accessories under this name: a Pixelsnap charger, a Pixelsnap charger, with stand and a Pixelsnap ring stand. The first 2 are pretty straightforward. One's a flat magnetic charger that sticks to the back of your Pixel. The second one comes with a built-in stand, perfect for watching videos or video calls while charging. The third one, the ring stand, works like a grip and a kickstand, similar to those popular pop sockets, but magnetic. Android Authority has already spotted product listings and code references linking these new accessories directly to the Pixel 10. That strongly suggests the magnets won't just be in the accessories, they'll be built right into the phone. Now, this isn't the first time magnets have been talked about on Android. Samsung has quietly tested a few magnetic accessories, but nothing official or consistent like Apple's MagSafe. And no Android phone has really gone all in until now. If Google pulls this off, it could mean a smoother, more connected experience for Pixel users. Imagine snapping your phone onto a charger without fiddling around or having it fall off if you bump the table. Can a smartphone really capture fire without messing up the colors or blowing out the brightness? That's exactly what Huawei is trying to prove with its upcoming Pura 80 series. A recent video shared by Richard Yu, the chairman of Huawei's Consumer Business Group, gave us a quick look at what the new Pura 80 can do when it comes to video recording. And it's not just another promo clip. It's a direct demonstration of how well this phone handles one of the hardest scenes to capture: flames. You see, recording fire with a phone camera isn't as simple as pressing record. Fire is tricky. It glows, it flickers, and its color changes depending on the temperature. Sometimes it's orange, sometimes blue, and it can throw off a camera's exposure really fast. Plus, the light from flames can distort nearby objects and make videos look blurry or washed out. That's why most phones struggle when you try to record something like a campfire or a birthday candle in a dark room. You either lose the detail, get weird colors, or the whole shot turns out way too bright. But according to Richard Yu, the Huawei Pura 80 changes that. In the clip he shared, the Pura 80 was used to shoot flames directly, and the result looked very clean. The flames layers stayed sharp, the colors were correct, and there wasn't any overexposure. That means the highlights, the brightest parts of the fire, weren't blown out. And that's important because it tells us the camera is doing a better job of balancing light and shadow in real time. Even more interesting, there was no need to adjust camera settings manually. Usually, to shoot something like this, you'd need to change things like exposure, white balance, or even find the perfect angle. But with the Pura 80, it seems like you just hit record, and that's it. The phone handles the rest. Now, while the teaser didn't go into technical camera specs, what it shows is clear. Huawei is putting serious focus on video quality, especially in difficult lighting. The company wants people to know that this phone isn't just about high megapixel numbers. It's about making sure every scene, even the toughest ones, looks great without extra effort. There were also a few hints about the phone's design. While Richard Yu didn't fully show the back of the device, subtitles and hand movements covered most of it. Some Weibo users say the model he used was likely the Pura 80 Pro or maybe even the Pro Plus version. One of the giveaways, the phone, was in Huawei's rose red color, which is usually used for higher-end models. As for the build, it seems to have a large screen with slightly curved edges and a solid metal frame in the middle. It definitely looks like a premium phone. Now, Huawei hasn't fully revealed the phone yet, but this teaser makes one thing clear. The company is really pushing video performance this time around. So if you're someone who loves recording, everyday moments, or just wants a phone that won't mess up a video of your next campfire, birthday, or fireworks show, the Huawei Pura 80 might be worth watching out for. What do you think? Would better video quality be enough to get you to try Huawei again? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this quick update, hit the like button and subscribe for more simple and honest tech news. Right here. Thanks for watching. Have you ever picked up a phone and thought, wow, this is super thin? Well, Apple might be going all in on that idea with its next iPhone, but at what cost? Let's talk about the iPhone 17 Air, which is shaping up to be Apple's thinnest iPhone yet. It's pretty, it's sleek, and it's expected to replace the current Plus model in the upcoming iPhone 17 lineup. But here's the thing. One feature that many people were hoping for might not be part of the deal. Now, a few weeks ago, there was a rumor that got everyone excited. It said the base iPhone 17 and the iPhone 17 Air might finally get a promotion. Display, something Apple has only put in its Pro models so far. For those who've never used one, ProMotion means your screen feels buttery smooth and can adapt its refresh rate, going up to 120 Hz when you're scrolling and all the way down to 1 Hz when you're not touching it, which also helps save battery. But now a newer report says, not so fast. According to the latest leaks, the iPhone 17 Air might still get a 120 Hz display, just not the full ProMotion experience. That means it won't be adaptive and most likely won't support the always-on display feature that the Pro iPhones have. That's a bit of a letdown, especially for people who were hoping the Air would bridge the gap between the base and Pro models. So what do we actually know about the iPhone 17 Air so far? Well, design is where Apple is really pushing the limits. The phone is expected to be extremely thin, possibly just around 5.5 millimeters. That's thinner than any iPhone Apple has made before, and even thinner than most Android phones. It also seems to have a new camera layout, something similar to what we've seen on recent Pixel phones with a horizontal camera bar on the back. Sounds nice, right? But here's the catch. When you make a phone that thin, you usually have to make compromises somewhere. And in this case, it could be the battery size. A thinner phone likely means a smaller milliampere-hour battery. Now, Apple is reportedly trying to fix that by improving battery efficiency. But let's be real. No matter how efficient your software is, a smaller battery is still going to struggle, especially with a 120 Hz display. So while the iPhone 17 Air might look amazing, it raises a few questions. Will it last long on a single charge? Will it feel like a downgrade just for the sake of looking thin? And there's something else to think about. How many people are going to even notice that thinness once they put a case on it? Most of us do that anyway to protect our phones, and once it's inside a case, the whole super thin thing kind of disappears. Some people are already comparing the iPhone 17 Air to the upcoming Galaxy S25 Edge, which is also focused on being thin and stylish. But early signs suggest that Samsung's new Edge model isn't selling as well as they hoped. So could the same thing happen to Apple? Only time will tell.